Dear Battle Brothers and Sisters, after the insane success that my first review had, here I am bringing you another one, although this will be more of a warning rather than a recommendation. I present to you Cowboy Life Simulator. Graphics are limping like a one-legged bloodletter trying to escape righteous wrath of a Grey Knight, but that is to be expected from a small dev studio. Just keep two things in mind. This is the first time Rock Game SA is making a 3D FPS game, and as always, graphics do not make the game. Unlike other simulators, this one has actual story, and in the prologue, that is available for free, you get to know the land, nearby town, and start your journey to get from poor, homeless Civil War veteran to a hero of the Wild West. But the story is dull like a 3 times filtered fart and so unimaginative. I was actually pleased to see the pop-up message that told me I have finished the free part and don't have to play anymore. I would not be surprised if the story was written by a 12-year-old that just seen some random western movie. Bunch of go from point A to point B quests that you don't care about, from people you don't care about other people that you don't care about. Like going to look for your best friend who is just chilling outside the town and gives you a lukewarm greetings after all those years and sends you back. And the worst part that really puts me off is, you don't even get to be a cowboy! These developers clearly forgot to read Wikipedia to understand what the word cowboy means and what those dudes did back in the day. I was expecting some cow herding, riding my horse across plains, lassoing and branding animals, fending off wolves, bears, bandits and Native Americans, sleeping under stars, climbing steep mountains and crossing perilous rivers just to cash a fat check at the end of my dangerous journey to afford better horse, equipment or a shepherd dog. But no, what you get instead is basically a soulless 3D Stardew Valley. You get rid of some debris, build a house, plant crops, mine ore, go to town and have a drink or gamble, and while you can buy some farm animals, cows are so expensive you can't even get them horny bovines until much later in the game. This is in fact Farmer's Life Simulator. Even the shooting is so rare in this game that the most exciting thing around is if your farm gets invaded, but that happened just once and it was a single dog, or wolf, or whatever that thing was. Yes, there has been cowboying and all those things that cowboys do promised in the description, but if you can't showcase it in the prologue and instead force player to do boring chores we did in hundreds of other sim games already, why would anyone bother? I was very surprised I only played this game for 2 hours because it felt like 20. Seriously, the tutorial, pop-up messages, the hand-holding, extremely boring, too long. And you can't do anything else or get rid of the tutorial message unless you complete all of them, which is a very bad designer choice. This game had potential to bring something new and exciting into the stale world of simulator games. Instead of peaceful farming and building your house from scratch like everywhere else, Prologue should have been all about the exciting stuff. Imagine it would go like this. You come home from war without a dollar to your name. You get a job as a cowboy since nobody wants to employ a vagrant like you, and you set out herding cows with some cowboys who could tell you the ropes and serve as tutorial quest givers by asking you to perform cowboy related tasks. After getting your first paycheck, you would be prompted to go to a bar, get drunk, gamble and then get beaten by some local rowdies after they start a dispute with you. Wake up next morning, flat broke and with your boots stolen, and go from there. Now that would be a prologue that would make me buy this game instantly, track down the bastards who robbed me and make my own story going forward. Instead, you have to craft a bed for yourself because the ground is too rough for a war veteran like yourself, and mow some grass and... At this point it is too late to give any advice to the game developers, as all has been said and done, and reworking the story or anything else is basically impossible, so sadly all I can say is, you missed the point guys. Insane potential wasted just to make a game that we played 1,000 times already. Dear Battle Brothers and Sisters, this is Cowboy Life Simulator. Boring farming sim that I would yet again call a bad 3D Stardew Valley clone with peaceful storyline and not a single new twist to the old sim game formula. I would stay away from this one for sure, but don't take my word for it. Try the free prologue and tell me in the comments whether I'm right or wrong. And until our next preview, the Emperor protects.